Big Headline by Dave Kaplan is an amazing super visual stage magic routine by Penguin Magic. It allows for a person change or even an appearance of a person. This is incredible, but it is a little bit expensive. So is it right for you? Today we're going to find out. What do you get when you purchase this? And oh boy, it's expensive. It costs $350 US. When you spend that on this Big Headline by Dave Kaplan, you receive this beautiful, huge box. Inside, you get literally everything you need to perform this routine. You'll receive your big Tyvek newspaper all folded up in a special container. You'll get the gimmicks, you'll get all the torn pieces, a holder that you can store in your jacket or something, or behind your table, or pretty much anywhere you want. So you can prepare this and bring it out at a moment's notice. You will also get some other materials for storage purposes. So you get everything you need to perform this right away and to store this and have it ready to perform at a moment's notice. Now, what is the quality of the gimmick? The gimmicks are great. You will receive quite a few things. The main gimmick, which comes folded up with all the creases on it and all the other stuff, is made of Tyvek, and it has a locking mechanism so that it holds together, ensuring that the pieces don't fall apart once the newspaper is restored, so nothing falls out. Everything is extremely well made, and you'll never ever have to buy refills. You can use the same gimmicks over and over and over again. You'll also receive the vinyl holder, as I mentioned, for the gimmick. That is one thing that I'm a little bit concerned about because vinyl isn't as strong as a material like Tyvek. It can sometimes tear if you aren't too careful with it, or if you, because over time, vinyl can wear more so than Tyvek. Tyvek will not wear, Tyvek will not rip. So you'll just want to be careful with the vinyl gimmick, the vinyl holder. Now, how is the tutorial? The tutorial is awesome. I believe it's around 27 minutes in length. It's nice and concise. You'll get Dave Kaplan and Lucy Darling in the tutorial. They will go through the intro, the history, live performance, what you receive, an optional one-time setup, how to fold the giant paper, newspaper restoring, and they teach you how to do the person switch or body load method, the outro, and the credits. The tutorial was very good, and it was super entertaining to watch as well. They go through a variety of things, and they leave no stone unturned. In fact, you receive everything you need in the box. It all comes pre-folded. The tutorial is very in-depth. They go through some subtleties. They go through some things to ensure that a body load or a person switch happens smoothly and unassumingly. Are there any clothing restrictions? I wouldn't say there's clothing restrictions, but there are some clothes that allow for some loads or productions that are more clean. If you wanted to wear a t-shirt and pants, you would have to keep the pieces of newspaper hidden in your briefcase or behind a table or something. You would not be able to just pull them out of your pocket. So keep that in mind. Is this a social media or a real life effect? This is great for social media or real life. It's super visual, and it would work great for kid shows as well. It would work great for adult shows, parlor shows, stage shows, and more. In fact, you don't even have to perform this with a body load or a person change. You could just do it as a comedic bit as the newspaper is unfolding. If you just had the newspaper growing and unfolding each time, and it gets out of control for you as the magician, it would be super funny, especially for kids, but for people of all ages as well. What are the angles like? There are some angle considerations you'll want to make. However, given that this is a parlor or stage piece, you'll have nothing to worry about when it comes to angles. As long as the spectators are right in front of you, you will be okay. Is this examinable? I would not hand this out for examination. Plus, it's way too big to hand out for examination. It's a huge newspaper. They don't even make newspaper that are even close to this big. So why would they want to examine it? Especially if you're doing it in a stage show and you just keep it flowing, because you never really hand out stuff for examination in a stage show. let's talk about the difficulty and practicality of the routine. This is not difficult to do at all. You could teach it to an MC very quickly, and they'd be able to pick it up in minutes. And you can learn it even faster yourself. This is very practical for a stage show, parlor show, or nearly any environment, especially ones where there are curtains and there is an MC or a person who's willing to do a transposition with you, or a teleportation, or a body change. But yeah, that is one consideration you'll need to make. If you plan on doing a person switch or a person change or a body load, you'll need to be aware of the venue prior to arriving. You'll need to know if there are curtains, you'll need to know if they close and open, and how close to the stage they are. So make sure you keep that in mind. Is there any DIY? Apparently there's some optional DIY that can make it easier for you to perform. However, mine came with the DIY already done, so I didn't have to do anything, which I was a bit confused by because the tutorial said you'd need to do it yourself, but mine already came like that, which was nice. So I'm not sure if everybody's unit will come like that, but mine did. How much pocket space is required? Oh, okay, this is not something you're going to keep in your pockets, obviously. You're going to keep it in your briefcase or have it in a body loads position. And there are materials included here that allow for that. What is the reset like? There is a reset for this. I have worked on this for a little bit now, and I can reset it in about 30 seconds. Initially, you'll have a bit of a harder time because you'll have to remember the sequence of the folds. So it'll initially take around 2 to 3 minutes. However, it gets faster as you do it more. You do need a large flat area to reset this. You have to rest the newspaper on a flat surface and make the creases, make the folds back in a specific way. What is the price? This is a very big thing and a big reason that you'll need to think a lot about this before you purchase it. Big headline costs $350 US. That is very expensive. It is worth it if you're a working pro. If you're a working magician, you do shows, you need a reliable piece that you can do in all your shows, something that's going to hit every time, something that's going to be comedic. If you need a big stage illusion, such as making a person appear or change, if you need something like that, then this is a good investment. However, if you're a hobbyist or you don't perform professionally and you're just looking for something cool, then this will likely be a bit too expensive for you. So you will have to put a lot of thought into this. Think about where you would put it into your show, because this is a big decision. This is a big product. It's pretty expensive, so you have to think about this. I think it's worth the price. Again, if you're a working pro, I think it's worth it. If you want to use this for a body change or a comedic piece, or you do a lot of kid shows, adult shows, cruise ship shows, things like that, this would be absolutely worth the price. You'll make your money back pretty quickly. But again, if you're a hobbyist or someone who doesn't really perform, probably not. What are the pros and cons? The pros are this is a huge effect and it can play big or small. It's very funny. You can make a person appear or change without a huge box or prop. It's easy to perform. It will never break on you. It comes ready to go. The tutorial's good. It's practical, and it's a carry-on illusion. Usually with things like this, you would need like a box, a huge box that someone steps into and then they change into a different person or something. With this, it packs so small. It packs into this box, which is so, I know it can seem big, this box, but compared to many of the other stage tricks on the market, it's actually very, very small. As for the cons, I guess it's pretty expensive, and that's something that has come up a lot, and it's something you'll definitely need to take into consideration. Another con is I think the vinyl holder may eventually bend or get worn in if you don't take care of it, or if you're not super careful with it. What percent am I giving Big Headline? I'm giving it a 90%. This is so good. If you do shows, I highly recommend this thing. It's awesome. And I want to thank you so much for watching this review, and I'll see you next time.